Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a Canadian country folk pop singer with a little bit of a classic rock edge, Koreen Perry. Hi, Koreen, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing good. Spring is finally here.
Yes, yes, that's always a nice thing.
It is. Now, I know about you because I've read about you and listened to you, but for our listeners that haven't heard about you or from you, tell us about yourself, like from the time you started performing till right up to today.
Okay, well, I started out as a teenager doing musical theater. I was part of Edmonton Musical Theater in Edmonton, and I was also very involved in acting all along the way, and I sort of got away from music and acting a little bit and raised a family and everything that comes with that. Came back to singing. I went back into training for singing at Cooper Studios here in Edmonton, and started performing at different venues around the city. And then I heard of a grant coming up from a radio station, Rolco Radio of 99.3, and I decided to just go ahead and put in. I had a couple of original songs at that time, so I thought I would just give it a try and send in some of those and my cover songs, and I ended up getting a grant to do an album. So I started taking singing and recording a lot more seriously.
Now, one thing on your album that I really loved is you were talking about cover songs. Now, some of the cover songs were from like icons as Olivia Newton-John, ABBA, and Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Stevie Nicks when I grew up. So I love that aspect of your music. Now, you've also performed at several festival showcases, including Canadian Music Week and Canadian Country Music Week. And you have adopted a refined Shania-esque, I can't even say that properly.
Shania-esque, yes.
Yes,
In reference
production.
to Shania Twain.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Well, I knew that much. Now,
Yeah, of course.
you
Who
said,
else, right?
yeah,
The only
exactly.
Shania.
The only one Shania. Now you have, I guess, production in your performances like Shania. Is she an inspiration of yours, or where did that come from?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked sort of easy rock pop music, and I'm from sort of the '80s era, but way back, like with Fleetwood Mac and ABBA, those were always some of my favorites, especially ABBA, and yeah, I'd say those Olivia Newton-John. I mean, I love the movie Grease, and I loved all the songs and everything. And then I kept following her, and when Shania came along, she had the country pop flavor. So, and that's something I'm gearing my music towards.
But you
I would say.
you can hear it in your music, which I really love.
Great.
Now you say you have a family.
Yes, I do.
Do you have
I have
children?
two teenage boys.
Oh, two teenage boys.
That's right.
Well, apparently,
So there's only so much time for music and so much time for,
family.
But no, they're one of them is almost 18 now, and the other one is 16.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
They're almost grown now.
I have a 30-year-old daughter, but I lucked out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was great going through all the teenage years. But she did make me a grandma quite early, so I have two grandchildren. But
Oh.
now you've released two more singles, Freeze Time and your LA country pop song Lucky, which I love. And Lucky
Oh,
is
great.
one of the tunes placed on your new five-song original EP, Evolved. And it's been recently released to country radio stations across Canada. Are you getting a lot of airplay?
Lucky was released a couple of years ago on radio.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and that one did. it did pretty good on radio. But yeah, that was released a while ago, and then I decided to put it on the EP just to, bring it back kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I did a video for it back a couple of years back, so, and then just decided to do the EP, the second EP that I have with all original songs, including Lucky. And, Lucky, I went down to LA to record that one.
Oh, cool.
Great producer, Chris Garcia.
And apparently, from what everybody's saying, the EP is a cocktail of delightful pop country flavors. Now my question, because I talked to, I think it was Alex Runyons, where he was talking about having to act in a video, and it was something he never had done before, and it took forever. So with your acting experience, was it easy to do videos?
I found it fairly natural. Yeah, I mean, maybe, you could have more direction or whatever and do a little better if I had the, big bucks like some of the bigger stars who get directed and dancers with them and the whole rest of it. But, no, I found it fairly natural. Yeah.
Okay, now...
So I don't mind acting in my videos or having actors in my videos.
That's cool. I couldn't do it. Now, last night the Junos were on, as well as the American Country Music Awards, which I didn't think was fair. They shouldn't have had it on both of them on the same night. Because I was flipping back and forth. Now, I mean, obviously the AMCs are going to be a bigger production, and one of my favorite parts was seeing Florida Georgia Line with the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool. And I think Russell Peters and Bryan Adams did a really good job of hosting the Junos. And the Junos were done very tastefully, I think, as well. I know there's a lot of people that are complaining about this, that, and the next thing. Have you ever been nominated for a Juno, or is that something you're looking for?
I haven't. I mean, that hasn't been my goal or anything, but well, I'll have to start off small, I guess. I'm going to submit some of my stuff for the Edmonton Awards first, and I guess the main thing is to get recognition and to get to that level, to get to the Junos. So
yeah.
I'm going to release another song pretty soon here from the EP to country radio. So because I've just released Dreams in a Bucket, maybe with a second release, people will start remembering my name and, start seeing a few of the songs that I'm doing. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully this helps you as well. Now, several of your songs were incorporated into a Sean Donnelly directed film called Breaking Spirits. Now, you were also cast in a main supporting role, and in the film, your band and yourself performed See You Through, which Donnelly made a music video out of with the clips from the movie Breaking Spirits, and it will be released in about a year?
Yes, that's right. We just had the screening Saturday night, so I got to see it, so that was really cool. He's got 3 of the songs. Actually, technically, he's got 4 of them in there, but one of them I'm just tinkering on the piano, so I'm not officially calling that that one of the songs on there. But yeah, he has 3 of my songs from the EP in the upcoming movie Breaking Spirits.
Okay, cool. Now, do you have any advice for any new artists that are out there?
Yeah, I think you need to, when you're a singer or singer-songwriter, just, write as many songs as you can, but make sure they mean something to you. And, the music business is extremely competitive these days. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of good artists out there. So you just got to keep grinding away. And when it comes to getting gigs and shows, same thing. There's so many artists trying to get perform and all that, and get their music out there. So I guess you have to really be true to yourself and do the music that you love. I think I'd say that's my biggest advice.
Well, that's good advice because Miranda Lambert won 2 awards, and it was because of her album The Weight of These Wings, and what they kept saying was it was from her heart. Like, she bared her soul on this CD after, everything that happened. We're not going to get into it. And it really made me stop and think, because I talk to a lot of independent, which you are, and it's funny because on one side I hear that being independent is a great thing because you have the freedom to do what you want to do and your schedule is your schedule. Whereas when you're signed, you have to have so many songs and so much time, and you have to go here and you have to go there. So I think there's good sides to both of it, but I think basically it comes right back down to the songwriting and writing about what you feel.
Yeah, I think it's hard to write about something like, I have a lot of life experience to draw on, so it's easier and easier for me to write songs. I can imagine for some of the younger artists, it's not as easy. You're just either sort of thinking of a story or, whatever, unless you have more life experience or have gone through some things. Or you can always write about people you know as well.
Yeah, or take a song and relate it to, even if it's a love song and you haven't really been there, relate it to something that I know. I watch The Voice. It's the only TV show I actually watch. So I pick up all kinds of little tidbits, but I can't sing, so it doesn't help me at all. Now,
it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. Where can people purchase your music, Koreen?
It's on all digital stores right now, so whatever you're on, iTunes, Spotify, it should be available everywhere, Amazon. Also my website. I have some other things available like shirts and posters and stuff if you order from my website. So.
And what is your website?
www.koreenperry.com.
Okay, and just so everybody knows, Koreen's name is spelled...
Koreen with a K.
Yeah, Koreen. I'll be putting your website up on my website, so people will be able to find you. We're also going to be playing 2 of your songs. What 2 songs are we going to be hearing?
I believe you're playing Dreams in a Bucket and See Through You.
Perfect. Yes, we are. And I'm going to urge everybody to go and purchase the songs, not download them illegally. I'm totally against that.
Yeah. It doesn't help us very much.
It does not help artists at all. And I wish people would start realizing that. They think, oh, well, if they have a concert, well, yeah, except for all these independent people that, go and perform in a bar where there's maybe 5 people, right? So I urge everybody to go out and actually purchase them. And they're not that much. And it's something that you have for the rest of your life. So I think it's a worthwhile purchase, especially when somebody's as talented as you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I absolutely love your songs.
Oh, thank you so much.
There's just something about them that pulls me in. And maybe it's that kind of pop, folk, country, everything that you've included. So I think that makes a big difference in the songs that you sing. Now,
oh, that's great.
If anything comes up and you do win any kind of awards, if all of a sudden somebody says, okay, let's go to Nashville and record a CD, or let's go to LA and record a CD, and we're gonna whatever, get you published.
Let you know.
Yeah, just let me know. Keep in touch with me on Twitter, because this isn't a one-time shot. You can always come back on, because I always want to hear from everybody and see how everybody's doing. And I want to thank you so much, Koreen, for taking time out of your day to come on my show. It means a lot to me. And
well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, hopefully we'll hear a lot from you in the future.
Yeah, if you follow me on YouTube, or everyone out there follow me on YouTube, I have another music video coming out from another one of the songs on the EP. So there's already 2 out, and now there's another one coming out. So
okay, and subscribe to your YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Follow up. Okay, sounds good.
All
it was
right.
really great talking to you.
Yeah, you too. And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website, because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers.